What's up guys, Elfis here, and today we're going to be doing some more HoN tips. This one is going to be about stacking. Now I'm aware that stacking is a pretty well-known concept among HoN players, but for some new players who come from perhaps MMOs, MMORPGs rather than MOBAs, or maybe LoL for example, or another game, stacking is a new concept, so you're not entirely knowledgeable about it. Well, that's okay, I'm here to teach you. So, what I do want to note real quick is that I randomed, but in general stacking should be done by the support player. Not necessarily always, but supports should be the one commonly doing it. If a carry's walking through at the time, then maybe he can do it, but it should be the support's, job to do that. So I randomed, and Midas isn't really a support hero, but in general, it should be the supports. So if you're playing Monarch or Nymphora or something, don't be a jerk. Go do your job, And other than that, though, I believe that's all I'm covering. So, I randomed, but, again, it does. So I'm going to go over the timings real quick for, I'm going to try and make this quick and concise and to the point. So I'm going to go over the timings real quick. So for those of you who don't know, the waves start coming at 0, 0. It starts counting down at first. So it counts down, and once they get to 0, 0, it starts counting up. And at 0, 0, 0 minutes and 0 seconds is what I'm referring to. That's when the ally as well as enemy creeps start spawning and going down their respective lanes. Now the neutral creeps do not spawn at 0, 0. The neutral creeps don't spawn until 0, 30, meaning 0 minutes and 30 seconds. So you'll note there's no neutral creeps here, and they don't spawn until 0, 30. Now this is something to note because you cannot start jungling, for example, until 0, 30. That's reasoning behind why I'm mentioning this. And stacking is pretty significant for some junglers, such as Legionnaire, and maybe Zephyr, depending on the level. You wouldn't want to do it early on, but once you start building up those cyclones, you're going to want to. But sorry about that, I had to clear my throat. But so they spawn at 0, 30, and you can stack them at each minute. The neutral creep camps respawn every minute. Now you can stack them on the minute. Now how you stack is a pretty simple concept. At about 53, maybe 54, maybe 55, you can get away with it. You attack them and pull them out and keep running until they leash back and go back into their thing. And as you'll note, 30 seconds just showed up, so I'm just going to show you. They spawn at 30. So I'm going to go ahead and stack this camp at the minute mark, and you can see how it's done. Keep an eye on the timer, because I'm going to do it at 53, and that's the general time you should do it. If it gets to 54, 55 even, maybe you might be able to get away with it, but 53 is the general time. So 52, 53, now I'm going to attack. I'm going to pull them out. They're going to follow me because they're stupid, and boom. At the minute mark, if they aren't back in their creep camp, congratulations, the stack was effective. Oh, and there we go, now we have 2 times the creeps. Now the stack will not be effective if something else is blocking it. So the way you stack neutrals is you can stack them if something isn't blocking them. Now, for example, the neutral creeps themselves usually are the ones blocking them unless you pull them out, hence the reason I did that, and then they will respawn. Now if, for example, a ward was in there, or if the courier was flying above, or if an enemy or ally hero is in there, that's going to stack it as well. Or if a dead body is in there, that's a key thing. A lot of people kill things in there and then they try and stack because they're not that intelligent, and it doesn't work because, hey, you just put a body in there. Are you dumb? It doesn't work. So you can stack up to 3 times. Well, I guess technically it's a double. I guess you can stack twice, but you get 3 times the neutral creeps. You get the point I'm trying to make, I think. So here we're going to go ahead and stack it for the 3rd time, and there we go, 3rd stack. Now, I'm not actually sure if it's possible to do a quad stack. This is called a triple stack with 3 creeps, 3 sets of camps on 1. A double stack would be 2, obviously, and then I call just 1 a single stack, but technically it's not. Technically it's just no stack. But I'm not actually sure if it's possible to do a quad stack or not. Either way, though, don't bother with it. It's not relevant. Don't do it, okay? Idiots are the ones who try and oh, I'm going to stack it 4 times. Well, no, just shut up and go do something more beneficial, alright? But I'm not actually sure if it's possible. Maybe you could, normally it's not. If you just attack them, watch, I'll show you, it's not going to stack because they're going to start turning around beforehand. But but you may be able to like pull them out and then stun lock them out or something along those lines, and then they wouldn't go back. I'm not sure, but either way, it's not going to be worth it. But watch, at 53, I'm going to attack them and pull them out, and it's not going to work. It's not going to stack them again. So, and boom, see, it won't do it again. So I guess you can't do it more than 3 times, but it doesn't matter. 3 is fine anyways. So there's 3 camps here. You can do it for every single one of the neutral creep camps. There's one there, there's one there, there's one there, and there's one here, and then of course there's the ancients on this side. And you know, their corresponding spots on the other sides, you know, here, 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 and the ancients here. And then there's Kongor. Unfortunately, you cannot stack Kongor, guys. So don't try and do that. It doesn't work on him. But you know, you can try it, I guess, if you want to look stupid. So the benefits to stacking, you can go do other things and then come back and accumulate a significant amount of golden experience all at once. Now, technically, you could wait here and kill the creeps and then, you know, let them respawn and kill them and let them respawn and kill them and let them respawn, but it's not as efficient. So that's the benefit to stacking, as well as experience, because usually you want your carry to get the gold, so that's how the supports are going to get a fair amount of experience if they help their carry kill it, which they should be doing. However, they shouldn't be last hitting it, so keep that in mind when you're doing it. And other than that, I just wanted to show you here. I'm going to go ahead and get that. Let's go ahead and get him right here. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to show you how to block it. So, for example, I'll do it 2 ways. Once I'll do it with the ward, and then once I'll show you with the courier. So I'm going to put the courier right here. Yay, I'm a courier. I can fly, lucky bastard. And it's not recommended that you leave your courier in enemy jungles to block it. You can use it at the beginning sometimes. If you're a high-tier player, that sometimes they'll do it to stop like Ophelia camps from spawning, so Ophelia can't get a neutral creep. That's pretty beneficial, but again, at lower leagues, it's not. Don't do it. It's stupid. You're wasting time and such. So as you'll note, oh, maybe I was off. My mistake. I'll kill him. That would be my mistake, guys. I stand corrected. Oh no, body. I don't want to get the body in there, because the bodies take about 30 seconds to go away. I don't know the exact timing, but so if I put him right here, for example, I believe couriers stop spawning. I thought they did. Maybe I'm mistaken about that. In which case, hey, you'll learn that couriers don't stop spawning. So I could be, maybe they changed that, or maybe I'm just mistaken. I'm not sure. But either way, I guess we'll find out in a second. And oh, I can just let the courier sit there, and when the timing comes, if it spawns, then so I'll show you the ward at the same time. So let's see, we're going to get to the time here, and I'm going to pull it, and a ward I'm guaranteeing will block a spawn. I've seen it, I've done it, I know. I'm not that stupid. 53, we're going to go ahead and attack him and walk away. Oh, yes we are. Let's see, is this going to respawn? Oh, apparently it is. Okay, so I stand corrected, guys. Cool, you learned that the courier does not block spawns, but the ward does, so there you go. The ward has blocked the spawn. So, I thought I saw somebody do that in a professional game, but that was a while ago. Maybe they've changed it. Or maybe I'm just dumb. But either way, so the last thing I want to cover real quick is this trio of camps. 1, 2, 3, these ones, and these ones. You can do a triple stack at once. So you can stack 3 camps at once. It's very hard to do and very difficult. Those are the same thing, so I'm not sure why I said that, but it is not an easy thing to do, and it's even harder now that they've decreased the leash range of neutrals. I'm not sure if they increased it again since the last I read the patch notes, since they decreased it, but I know they did decrease it at some time, and it made pulling significantly harder, so for new players and for, you know, amateur players and such. But so basically, triple stacking these all at once would be you pull this camp, and this camp all at once out of their thing at the right time, and then they stack all of them. So this one obviously wouldn't stack. Can I kill that? Will it let me kill that ward? Nice, perfect. But so it would make it significantly harder to. I'm actually going to bring him over here so I can try and make it easier for me to do. But it's hard to do. At a low tier, I wouldn't recommend doing it. Only because it's dumb. It's dumb to try it, and usually what ends up happening is you'll fail all 3 of them because you're trying to get all 3 of them. but I'll show you an attempt at it. I don't think even I'll be able to do it, because I mean, I don't main support. I'm not all that good at the support concepts. I just know that they do exist. So we're going to go ahead and wait 52. Gonna pull that one. Going to go ahead and send that right there. Going to attack him. And I think I got 2 of them. Maybe... Oh, I got that one. Let's see. Did I get that one? And I might have gotten this one. Yeah, I got that one. Nice. So I did. I did, in fact, do a triple stack on all 3 of them. That was pretty cool. I'm actually pretty proud of myself. But it's pretty hard. So at about 52, the way you do it is at 52, usually you want to do it a second or 2 earlier. So at about 52, you're going to attack this one, just a normal attack. Then the only way to get these ones is either you have to cut down these trees, and then it's harder, actually. So, because then they, walk out, and it's a shorter travel distance, so they'll leash back, and they'll get back sooner. So there's that, or you can attack them with a skill, and they will run around this corner to get to you, which is very good. And then you're going to want to attack these guys, just normal attack. Usually you want to get it at about 52 for here for the normal attack, then about 54 for the skill here, and then at about 55, 56 is when you'll attack these. And those are the timings. Again, don't worry about it so much as a new player, but I mean, once you get up, 1650 plus, maybe 1700s, it's pretty beneficial and helpful as a support player to be able to do that. So but as a new player, don't worry about it. You'll get the hang of it eventually. With that being said, I've covered everything I wanted to cover, so thank you for watching. If you guys have any tips you would like me to specifically cover, let me know, because, I mean, I have my own ideas that I'll be posting, but, I mean, your ideas, what you want to learn is what I want to cover. So if you guys want to learn, I don't know, what time should we go to Kongor? What's a good team composition? How do I avoid, XYZ? How do I position for a Tempest Ultimate or a Magnus Ultimate, or what's a good pushing team, or I don't know, a whole bunch. There's any number of things you could ask, or maybe how do I deal with this, and this. Those are, I don't know. Feel free to post in the comments or inbox me, and I'll answer it as best as I can. Obviously, I'm not the best player in HoN. I've mentioned it before. I just happen to have an extensive knowledge. I can't really execute it all that well, but I can probably tell you what you should do, not necessarily show you, but I could almost definitely tell you what to do. But with that being said, I hope you guys learned something. I hope you're better gamers for it. Go get your carry some more money. He'll love you for it. And you'll win some games. So it is a significant difference if you're stacking camps. Trust me. It's it's like wards, but not so much. Wards are even more important. But if you if you guys know where the like and subscribe buttons are, hit them if you want. If you enjoyed it, maybe I post more content regularly, so there will be more. Or the dislike button if you didn't like it, and I'd appreciate it if you told me why you didn't like it. So told me what about it was poor, or what about it didn't entertain you, or XYZ. You know what I mean? So but with that being said, this has been HoN Tips for stacking and with Elfis, and I will talk to you guys later. So Elfis out.